Why hello, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. This video is a redraw episode, so let's begin. This piece was called the Nubian Space Princess, and I drew her in 2021. Now, you might have noticed she is drawn in colored pencils. I said in a previous video that I loved using Prismacolor colored pencils, and I still do, but now I've kind of moved on to digital art, so I'm going to redraw her in my new style using Procreate. So to start off, I wanted to give her a more forward-facing pose. I also wanted to focus on her hair, and in the original sketch, she had more chunky dreads. I mean, I guess you could call them dreads because they're not exactly braids. So I wanted to make them longer and fuller, where she just had a head full of them. I honestly tried to match the color palette from last time, but I do believe I took a few small liberties to just kind of update the look, because I don't think the camera really does the original picture justice. She has a very vibrant purpley pink kind of hair color, and the pink on her skin it's really soft, but I don't think it really shows those red undertones. I'm gonna try to match, but there's no guarantee. Also, as an observation while drawing the picture, I realized that I probably drew her eyes a little bit smaller than my last style. I think when I was drawing in colored pencils, I did make their eyes really big, and trust me, they're still big for me, but I think I've kind of toned it down just a little bit, so I tried to match that too, and I don't think I'm ever going to get the same sassiness that angle brought when I drew her looking at the camera from a side angle. So we're going to treat this one kind of like its own person, even though it is a redraw. Also, I'm kind of tempted. Maybe I should try to draw her in that particular angle and see if I can kind of capture the same sassiness. But normally when I draw something again, it has its own life. Like, it literally breathes its own personality, life, quality. I can never seem to draw the same thing twice, if that makes sense. Not really, like, it's always going to be slightly different. Oh yeah, so towards the end of the video, I had finally gotten the pic the way I want it, or the illustration, and I started nitpicking at things and tweaking her face, and it's like one moment I thought the eyebrows were too high, and then I moved down her headpiece and added more dreads towards the front. And so after a while, I just cut the screen recording, and you'll probably notice towards the end where I honestly just started nitpicking at all the features, and you'll see that in the time-lapse version towards the end, because I do the screen recordings first and then I do the time-lapse version at the end, so the screen is still, and the final picture of it will have all those final tweaks. But I didn't want you guys to have to sit there and watch me go back and forth and fix things, because that gets a little tedious. Well, I guess to add context to why I use digital means at this point, I used to draw in color pencil all the time, and sometimes I do and whatnot, but lately it's just my eyes can't really focus as much, and using Procreate is kind of a godsend because I love to draw, but I can never focus and my glasses are never the way I need them to be, and so to zoom in on the screen has helped me tremendously. Also, my hands, I've crafted for so many years that they're kind of sore, they get tired easily, and to draw with the pen, the Apple pen, is not too bad. It makes it easier for me, and with the color pencils and all the blending, and I would push kind of hard to make sure I blended the way I wanted it. I guess it just kind of took a toll on my hands. So that's why I kind of steer clear of colored pencils, even though I love them very much. And if I wanted to do it, I would end up having to use like hand or wrist braces, and they get in the way. It doesn't feel natural. It drives me insane. So I just chose digital. But that doesn't mean I have stopped traditional art. I paint canvases. You've probably seen them on the channel. I have at least 2 I know that I've done on the channel. I also like to paint on bigger canvases because it does help my eyes focus. And then I also do sketching in my sketchbook. That's kind of where the digital sketchbook series comes from to begin with, where I have my traditional art pieces and then I turn them into digital pieces on Procreate. But yeah, I mean, I still draw traditional, but I have to work within my means so that I'm not exhausting my hands or my eyes. But I just thought that was a fun fact for you guys. Well, I think that's pretty much it for now. I think I've talked enough. So I'm going to sit back and let you just enjoy the video, and I will be back towards the end. Enjoy. Well, that concludes this episode of the Nubian Space Princess Redraw, and I hope you liked it. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Anything to help my tiny little channel grow. Well, after drawing this piece, there are many things that I still love about the old version, but I do like lots of things from the new version, so I guess it's a win. I might come back and try doing the other angle, like I said earlier in this video, because I actually do want to see if I can get more of the sassiness from that first angle. So who knows, that might be something I do in the future. At this point, I feel like a broken record, but I say it all the time. I never know what I'm doing for the next video, and I don't know how long it's going to take. Just know one is coming up soon. Well, thank you for all the support, and I will see you when I see you. I hope you are all doing well, and I'll catch you around. Love you all. Bye.